What is going on, people? I am here today for another review. Actually, the next, you'll probably get about four videos in total because, let me say, the nice people over at Wild Eye Releasing have sent me over a few movies to watch and review. So that's what I'm going to be doing. They sent over about 8 movies. So what I'm going to be doing is watching them and then reviewing them. So what I'm going to do is probably fit 2 movies in one video. So I'm going to watch 2 movies and then I'll review them for you. So let me get into the first 2 that I ended up watching last night. I got my little notebook down here just so if I needed any notes, I have them. But the first one, it's directed by Dan Brownlie. Hopefully, I'm horrible with names, so if any of the directors or actresses or actors end up watching this, just realize that I'm horrible with names. So let me get into it. Directed by Dan Brownlie, produced by Paul Chaplin, Dani Thompson, and Dan Brownlie, starring Debbie Rochon. Again, if I mess up your name, I apologize. Dani Thompson and Suzi Lorraine. And that movie is this Serial Caller. Pretty much what this one is about. It's pretty much call girls. Yes, call girls. So that's already going to hook you in. Pretty girls playing call girls. Pretty much it's them doing their thing. And at one point, you know, how all these people call in and you know, do whatever they do. They talk to them and ask them what they're wearing and such. Well, they were talking to this one guy, quote unquote, and instead of hanging up, they kind of kept it. They forgot to turn the phone off, so the guy was still on the line, and they're making fun of him and everything. And later on, things start happening, so you don't know exactly what is going on. You know, people start dying. Strange things start happening, and you're just wondering what is going on here. So you don't know if it's this creepy guy that happened to, you know, find his way to this place or what is going on. It's just full of, you know, one, a whole lot of beautiful girls. Two, a good amount of killing. Some of the kills, to tell you the truth, weren't the most impressive. But then it was very weird because there was one that was very gruesome and gory. I was like, wow, where'd that come from? But for the most part, you know, it did its job. You were wondering the whole time. And I'd say definitely give this one a shot. If you're into those, you know, B-rated serial killer movies, you know, where you kind of have to guess the entire movie. Because to tell you the truth, with me, I try to... I shouldn't. I should just watch a movie, but a lot of the times I try to guess what's going to go on by the end, so I kind of probably miss parts in the middle of it. This one had me guessing. Until the end, I kind of, you know, figured it out. But I'd say definitely go ahead and check out Serial Caller. I think these you can find on Amazon or check wildeyeReleasing.com. I'm sure they have it up there at some point. But Serial Caller. And the second movie is written by Jim Towns. It's directed by Mcknown. Produced by them two, as well as, now this name is going to be a little bit more difficult. I'm definitely messing this one up. But it's Melissa Thoughtzmantz. Probably screwed that name up horribly, but I tried. I attempted. It stars Danielle Donahue, Lonnie Thomas, Bruce Lentz, and again, Melissa Thoughtzmantz. Again, I apologize. If you're watching this, I apologize. I suck at names. But this one is Survival Knife. Pretty much in the beginning, right from the opening credits, you see a bunch of campers, it seems like, pretty much getting attacked by this man. And, you know, pretty much all of them get killed off, literally, right in the beginning of the movie. As the credits are rolling, as you're seeing the names go through, these people are getting sawed off and done in, except for one girl. who happens to get away from this killer by, this is right in the beginning 5 minutes, so I'm not giving any spoilers, don't worry. Right in the beginning, she gets away, gives him a nice little, and she gets away, but she does not leave unscathed. She's all, messed up. She's got scars all over, her eyes all messed up, and, time goes by, her knees messed up, her eyes messed up, and she starts going to like a psychologist and everything because, this, she's starting to see, starting to dream, starting to have these vivid visions and everything. So she ends up going to a psychiatrist, which, she was told to go to. Also, as she's going to a psychiatrist, the police are in this whole investigation because of this so-and-so serial killer. So she's pretty much, trying to get her life back together after this whole ordeal. But as she's, going through months, weeks and months and everything, strange things start happening. She starts seeing visions more frequently. She starts seeing the killer again, and her attitude starts changing. It seems like she's becoming, I don't know exactly the word to go with, but she's just changing to, adapt and survive, I guess, survival instincts. Don't trust anybody kind of deal, like always watch your back. And she changed from, you couldn't really tell what, if she was innocent or whatever in the beginning, but, her attitude changes to survival, and she becomes more fierce and everything. And as the movie goes on, the dreams start becoming more and more real, I guess you want to call it, so you never know what's going on. I don't want to give too much away. I thought the premise was really cool. Usually when you get a movie, it's, the people with the killer, and towards the end of the movie, they either get away and whatever happens to the killer happens to the killer. But right in the beginning of this movie, it's kind of like the sequel to its own movie kind of deal. That's definitely not what I was going for, but pretty much, it's right in the beginning, everything happens. So it's pretty much what would happen after a traumatic experience, after, being tortured and seeing all your friends die and being the only one to get away. So, I enjoyed it. I'd say definitely go ahead, check this one out, Survival Knife. And while you're at it, go ahead and check out Serial Caller. These two, I enjoyed them. I enjoyed them for what they were. The storylines, I definitely think, are some that, I've never heard of before. I've never, seen. Because nowadays with the mainstream, these are, the lower budget independent movies. And most of the time they have a better storyline, better, story to them. They might not have the largest budget, but they definitely have better storylines and don't go generic and everything. So I'd say definitely go ahead, check these two out. I'm pretty sure they're on Amazon, and if they're not on Amazon, go to wildeyeReleasing.com where you can pick these two up. Definitely go ahead. Survival Knife and Serial Caller. So if you enjoyed my review, give me a thumbs up. Let me know how I did. If you hated it, tell me I suck. And yeah. Like I said, I still got those movies right there to watch. You probably can't see them, so they're going to be, surprise for the next couple. I'm going to make 3 more. Like I said, I got 8, so I'm going to put 2 movies in each. So stick around. You'll definitely learn more about probably horror movies you either never heard of or have heard of them and you didn't know if you wanted to watch them or not. So, yeah, I guess until next time, I'll see you guys.